Number 5, 1988-89 Detroit Pistons, record 63-19. The 1988-89 Detroit Pistons are one of the most hated teams in NBA history because of their physical style of play. However, there is no doubt that the Pistons were dominant. That surely cannot be taken away from them. The Pistons were defensively adept, and that's an understatement. They epitomized defensive intensity. Dennis Rodman, John Sally, and Bill Laimbeer provided a strong defensive presence in the low post. They didn't allow anyone to drive freely to the basket. Meanwhile, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars were great perimeter defenders. Dumars was widely known as one of the only players to give Jordan trouble on the offensive end. The Pistons had multiple offensive threats too. Thomas was a great penetrator and passer. Dumars was an excellent clutch and perimeter scorer. Laimbeer was an excellent three-point shooter, while Mark Aguirre also contributed a fair number of points. The Pistons ended the 88-89 season with 63 wins and went on to defeat Larry Bird's Celtics and Michael Jordan's Bulls in the Eastern Conference playoffs before sweeping Magic Johnson's Lakers in the finals. Number 4, 1971-72 Los Angeles Lakers, record 69-13. When you look at the 1971-72 Los Angeles Lakers roster, you can understand why they were a great team. Despite being loaded with transcendent offensive threats such as Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich, and Happy Hairston, the Lakers were able to successfully distribute the ball to each other. As a result, the team dominated opponents and even won 33 games in a row from November to January, a record that still stands today. The Lakers ended the season with a league-high 69 wins and later defeated the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. Number 3, 1985-86 Boston Celtics, record 67-15. Now we enter the top 3 greatest teams in NBA history. The order of the top 3 was extremely difficult to decide, but in the end, I decided to place the 1985-86 Boston Celtics at the 3rd spot. The list would surely be incomplete without them. Let's delve deeper into the Celtics' terrific 85-86 season. The season prior, the Celtics fell to the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. Thus, Larry Bird and the team were motivated as ever to take the world title away from their hated enemy. The regular season was full of success for the Celtics. Bird, who averaged 25.8 points per game, and Kevin McHale, who averaged 21.3 points per game, continued to embarrass defenders with their vast array of offensive moves. Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge brought intensity to the team's backcourt, while Robert Parrish acted as a defensive machine. The Celtics went on to win 67 games in the regular season before dominating the Chicago Bulls, Atlanta Hawks, and Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Then the Celtics beat Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets in the NBA Finals to bring the title back to Beantown. Number 2, 1986-87 Los Angeles Lakers, record 65-17. The Los Angeles Lakers' 1985-86 season was a failure. After a successful 62-win regular season, they failed to make it to the NBA Finals as they lost to the Houston Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. Even worse, the Boston Celtics were the new champions of the world. Thus, it's easy to say that the Lakers desperately wanted to reclaim their throne. The year prior, the Lakers had a great regular season in which they won 65 games. Magic Johnson led the team in scoring with 23.9 points per game and in assists with 12.2 assists per game. James Worthy began to embrace a larger role on the team, averaging 19.4 points per game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar continued to show flashes of inside dominance, while Byron Scott, AC Green, Michael Cooper, Michael Thompson, and Kurt Rambis fulfilled their tasks as terrific role players. The Lakers easily made it into the NBA Finals, where they played no other than the champions of the previous year, the Boston Celtics. After a historic 6-game battle, the Lakers were triumphant. They were champions yet again. Number 1, 1995-96 Chicago Bulls, record 72-10. Here we have it, the greatest team in NBA history, the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls reached the epitome of their greatness and the epitome of greatness in general in the 1995-96 NBA season. In the 1994-95 season, the Chicago Bulls did not play to expectations, especially because Michael Jordan was off playing baseball. However, later in the season, Jordan made a surprise comeback. However, his comeback didn't significantly help the team's fortunes, as they lost to the Orlando Magic in the second round of the playoffs. Thus, entering the 1995-96 season, there was no doubt that Jordan and the Bulls were ready to bring a title back to the Windy City. The Bulls continued to play as a team like in past years. Jordan carried the team in close games, hitting clutch shot after clutch shot. In the end, the relentless Bulls finished the regular season with an NBA record of 72 wins. The team cruised through the playoffs and beat Gary Payton's Seattle Supersonics to win another NBA title. Certainly, the Bulls were back.
If you want to watch more amazing videos like this, kindly subscribe and click the like button to become part of our family.